Hi students, welcome to online class. In this video we are going to discuss about chapter 10, flow of control. So now we are going to discuss about the concept called switch statement. So this is also one of the selection statements. So this is also going to be executed based on the condition. The selection statements are executed based only on the condition. So we discussed a lot of selection statements: if statement, if else statement, nested if, else if, later. So now we are going to see the last selection statement, that is switch statement. What is mean by switch statement? So a switch statement is a multi-way branching statement. It is a multi-way branching statement. In this, it provides an easy way to dispatch the execution to different parts of code based on the value of the expression. So based on the condition, based on the value of the given expression, based on the value of the given expression, it used to travel different parts of the code. It is used to travel the different parts of the code based only on the value of the expression. Right? And then the switch statement is used to replace the multiple if else sequence. Instead of using multiple if else statement, we can replace the multiple if else statement by using the switch statement. So instead of using multiple if statements, if else statements, we can use the switch statement alone. Right? So it is called a multi-decision making statement. It is a multi-decision making statement, or else we can say that it's a multi-path or multi-way branching statement. Right. Now we can see the syntax for the switch statement. So when you see the syntax, the keyword switch is used. Keyword switch is used. Switch expression. Switch expression. So the expression is checked. It is used to find out the expression. So the expression will be a constant value. The expression will be a constant value. So using the switch statement, the expression value is checked. If the expression value matches with the constant 1, so inside the switch statement there will be several case values will be there. They used to call it as case values. So there will be several case values will be there. Here you can see case constant 1. So here the constant 1 is a value. The constant 1 will be a value. So case constant 1, and then for that particular constant 1 we can give some statements, one or more statements, and then we used to give break. We used to give break. So that is case constant 1, statements, and then break. Like that we can give another case, that is case constant 2, statements, break. Then again case constant 3, statements, break. Then you can give case constant 4, and then you can give some statements for that, and then we can give break. So like that we can give different constant values, and then for that particular constant values you can give the statements, that is corresponding statements can be given for the constant values, and then you can give the break statement. But break statement is optional. Now here you see the expression is evaluated. After evaluating the expression, the value is compared with each and every case values. The value is compared with each and every case values. If any case value is matched, for example, the expression returns the value as 2. The expression returns the value as 2. Now the value 2 is compared with the constant 1. Now the value 2 is compared with the constant 1. If it matches, then automatically the corresponding statement means whatever we have given below the constant 1, that case values, the statements will be executed, then it comes out of the switch statement. Then it comes out of the switch statement. Can you understand, students? Again I repeat. So first of all, the switch expression is given here. The expression will be a constant value. The expression will be a constant value. Inside the switch statement, there will be several case values will be given. There will be several case values will be given. Based on the case value, some statements will be given. Based on the case values, some statements will be given, and then at last default is given. Default is another one case. It is not like other cases. So default and then statement is given for that. Default and then for that we have given the statement. Now the expression will give one constant value, that it will result in one constant value. The expression will result in one constant value. That value is compared with each and every case. Each and every case. For example, first case, second case, like that, case 3, case 4, like that. Each and every case it is compared. If the expression value matches with the constant 1, if the expression value matches with the constant 1, the corresponding statement is executed. The corresponding statement means the corresponding case statement is executed, and then after executing the statements, then automatically it goes for break statement. So it comes out of the switch. Whenever it reaches the break statement, it automatically comes out of the switch statement. But if constant 1 does not matches, then automatically it checks for the next constant. That is, it goes for the next case constant 2. It will be compared with the expression. If the expression matches with the case constant 2, then the corresponding statement will be executed. Then when it reaches the break statement, it comes out of the switch statement. Can you understand, students? If the expression is matched with the constant 1, the corresponding statement is executed, and then when it reaches the break statement, it automatically comes out of the switch statement. When constant 1 doesn't match, it goes for the next constant, that is constant 2, case constant 2. If it matches, then the corresponding statement is executed, and then it comes out of the switch. If constant 2 is also not matched, then constant 3. If constant 3 is not matched, constant 4. Like that, if any case value doesn't matches, if none of the case value matches, then automatically the default statement is executed. The default will have some statement. That statement will be executed. Right? Can you understand, students? Now you see here, in the above syntax, the expression is evaluated. So after the expression is evaluated, if its value matches against the constant value specified in one of the case statement. See, if any one of the case statement matches, not only constant 1, constant 2, constant 3, if any one case statement matches, then automatically what happens? That respective set of statements are executed. Otherwise, if none of the case statement matches, the statement under the default option are executed. If none of the case statements matches, then under the default option, some statement will be there. That particular statement will be executed. Now we can see the workflow of switch statement and flowchart. So we can see the flowchart. When you see the flowchart, you can understand in an easier manner. Now you see the flowchart. So what happens? So first of all, the expression is evaluated. First of all, the expression is evaluated. If the expression matches with the case 1, what happens? If expression matches with the case 1, then coding, that is some statements which are in the case 1 block. The statements which are in the case 1 block, that is executed, and then it comes out. See here an arrow mark. When you see here, after executing the coding in case 1 block, it comes out. But if case 1 does not match, then it goes for case 2. Then the corresponding code in the case 2 block is executed. Corresponding code in the case 2 block is executed. If case 2 is not matched, case 3. If case 3 matches, coding in the case 3 block is executed. If case 3 doesn't match, it goes for case 4, case 5, case 6, like that it goes on. If none of the case is matched, then what happens? Default statement is executed. That is, in the default option, we have another one, some statement. That statement will be executed when none of the case is matched. Can you understand, students? Right, now let us see the rules for the switch statement. What are the rules we want to follow for the switch statement? The expression provided in the switch statement should result in a constant value. Whenever the expression is provided for the switch statement, that expression should result in the constant value. Otherwise, it will not be a valid one. It is invalid. Can you understand, students? The expression provided in the switch statement should result in the constant value. Otherwise, it would not be a valid one. And then you should not give duplicate case values. Duplicate case values are not allowed. For example, if I give the case value as case 3, then again I should not use the same case 3. So the duplicate cases are not allowed in the switch statement. Duplicate case values are not allowed in the switch statement. Then default statement is optional. Default statement is optional. That means you no need to give the default statement. It is not a compulsory one. The default statement is not a compulsory one. If you want, you can give. Otherwise, you no need to give. So it is not a compulsory one. The default statement is optional. Then the break statement is used inside the switch statement to terminate the statement sequence. So what is the meaning of the word break? Break in the sense we are going to terminate the statement sequence after executing some statements. After executing some statements, we are going out of the switch statement. So for that purpose, the sequence is breaked. See, whenever you see TV, whenever we used to watch the TV, sometimes they used to give a break. Why they are giving the break? Whenever some sequence is going on in a continuous manner, they want to take a break so that that particular sequence is stopped. So like that, so you are going to execute some statements which are corresponding to the case. After executing some statements which are corresponding to the case, then you are going to break the switch statement. Instead of executing the other statements, we are going to break. So we are going to execute a particular case statement and then we are going to come out of the switch. Can you understand, students? We are going to execute the statements which are corresponding to the case which is matched. After executing those statements, we are not going to see the other statements. We are going to come out of the switch. See here, it is given here in your book. When a break statement is reached, When a break statement is reached, the switch terminates the flow of control, jumps to the next line following the switch statement. So it automatically jumps out of the switch statement, and then whatever the next line we have given after the switch statement, that particular line will be executed. So break statement is used to terminate the switch statement. Break statement is used to terminate the switch statement. Break statement is optional. The break statement is optional. If omitted, then what will happen? If omitted, execution will continue on into the next case. See, you understand one thing. First of all, case 1 is matched. Case 1 is matched. So statements which are corresponding to that case will be executed. Corresponding to the case 1 is executed. After executing those statements, we no need to see the other statements. Why? Because case 1 is matched. So we are going to execute that particular statement alone. We no need to see the other statements. If I give break, then automatically it comes out of the switch statement. It terminates the switch statement. But if I does not give break statement, then automatically the other statements will also be executed, which is not matched with the expression. So the other statements is also executed, which is unnecessary. Can you understand, students? If you are omitting the break statement, the execution will continue on into the next case. The execution will be going on continuously executing all the other cases, which is not necessary. So the flow of control will fall through to subsequent cases until a break is reached. So until break statement it reaches, all the other statements will also be executed. So that is unnecessary. Can you understand, students? I can show you in a practical manner how if we leave the break statement, what will happen? What will happen when you are leaving the break statement, when you are not using the break statement? See here, nesting of switch is also allowed. So you can use the nesting of switch statements. Nesting of switch statement is also allowed. Can you understand, students? What are the rules? The expression should be a constant value, otherwise it will not be a valid one. Duplicate case values are not allowed in the switch statement, and then the default statement is optional, and then whenever we use the break statement, it is used to terminate the statement sequence. At the same time, break statement is optional. If you are omitting the break statement, all the other statements which are not matching with the case will be executed. Till it reaches the break statement, all the other statements will be executed. So those statements are unnecessary for the expression. Those statements are unnecessary for the expression. Then nesting of switch statement is also allowed. Nesting of switch statement is also allowed. Can you understand, students? What are the rules of switch statement? And then have you understood about the flow of switch statement? How the switch statement is flow? Right. Now we can see an example. So let us take the week. So you know the weekday number. Everybody know the weekday number. See, every week starts on Monday. Everybody think like that. No, that is wrong. Actually, every week starts on Sunday. Sir, why you are saying like this? Actually, every week our school will start only on Monday. It will not start on Sunday. But actually, the week starts only from Sunday. Right? So, that is the first day of a week. Then second day only it is Monday. Then third, Tuesday. Then fourth, Wednesday. Then fifth, Thursday. So, sixth, Friday. Seventh, only Saturday. So, totally there are 7 days in a week. First day of the week is Sunday. So, first day itself you are getting holiday. Right? then only all the other days are working days. So then second day Monday, third Tuesday, fourth one is Wednesday, fifth one is Thursday, sixth one is Friday, seventh one is Saturday. Now I am going to get the input from the user. What I am going to get is, whenever I enter the number, then automatically it shows what is the day of that particular week. What is the day of that particular week? If I say second, then automatically it shows Monday. When I say 4, it automatically shows Wednesday. Wednesday is the day of the week. So that is our program. So now what I am going to do is int num. I am going to declare a variable called num. That num is a variable that is going to store the day of the week. So I am going to get the input from the user. Cout. Enter the weekday number. Enter the weekday number. And then using the cin statement, I am getting the input number. Using the cin statement, I am going to get the input as number. Then using the switch statement, see here, switch of num. Switch of num. So inside the parenthesis, I am passing the variable num. Now I am going to use the case statements. Inside the switch statement, switch block, I am going to use case 1 colon. Case 1 colon. So 1 is a constant value. 1 is a constant value. So case 1 colon. What is the statement? Cout. So what is the day? If it is first day, that is Sunday. So I am printing Cout Sunday. Cout Sunday. And then I am using the statement called break. So whenever the user enters 1, that 1 is passed to switch statement. That 1 is passed to switch statement. And then it matches with the case 1. It matches with the case 1. So when case 1 is matched, then what happens? Then automatically it prints Sunday. It prints Sunday, and then automatically we are coming out of the switch because I have given break. Whenever I have given break, then the corresponding statement is executed. That is, corresponding case statement is executed, and then we are going to break the switch. We are going to terminate the switch statement. Terminate in the sense end. Then if I am going to give another case, case 2. Case 2 means that is Monday. So Cout Monday. And then I am using break. So like that I am going to give case 3, Cout Tuesday and then break. Like that in the same way case 4, Cout Wednesday, break. Then case 5, Thursday, Cout Thursday and then we are going to give break. Then case 6, Friday, Cout Friday, break. Then case 7, Cout Saturday and then we are going to give break. So totally 7 days are there in the week. But if the user is entering other than number 7, 1 to 7, instead of the user is entering the number from 1 to 7, the user is entering other than the numbers from 1 to 7, then what will happen? So we want to say something, no. So we are using default option. We are using default statement, that is default option. In that I am going to print a statement called, so wrong input. You have entered the wrong input. Can you understand, students? Right. Now I am going to copy this program. So we can see this thing in a practical manner. So open the Dev C++ and then we can press Ctrl+N for new file, and then I am going to paste the program. So save the program, Ctrl+S. Ctrl+S. So file name is switch statement. File name is switch statement. So when I press F9, compilation process, then after that when I press F10, it executes. So when I give 1, then what happens? It shows Sunday. When I press 1, it shows Sunday. If I again run the program, if I press 3, then what it shows? 3 means it should show Tuesday. So it shows Tuesday. Then again I am running this. When I press 6, 6 means it should show Friday. So the Friday should be the output. Can you understand, students? So whatever the value we give based on the value, that is based on the input, it automatically shows the output. So whatever the value it may be. For example, if I give 7, when I press enter key, it shows Saturday. It shows Saturday. Now I am going to use the default option. For example, instead of entering the number from 1 to 7, if I enter 8, now what happened? So whenever we give the value as 8, 8 is not matched with all the case values. It does not match with any case value. When I press enter key, then automatically it shows default option. What is given in the default? Wrong input. What is given in the default? Wrong input. So none of the case value is matched. So automatically it shows wrong input. None of the case value is matched, then automatically it shows wrong input. Can you understand, students? Whenever we give any input, for example, we give 5. First of all, the switch statement will check with case 1. Case 1 is not matched with this value 5. Then it checks case 2. That also does not match. Then it checks with the case 3. That also does not match. Then it checks with the case 4. That also does not match. So what is the input we have given? 5. So 5 it matches with the case 5. 5 it matches with the case 5. When I press enter key, it automatically shows Thursday. It automatically shows Thursday. So whatever the value we are giving, that number is compared with all the case value. That number is compared with all the case value one by one. So which case is matched, that particular statement is executed. That particular statement is executed. Now, I already told you break statement is optional. Break statement is optional. If I does not give break, then what happens? If I does not give break, for example, I am deleting in 2 statements. I am deleting in 2 statements in Sunday and Monday. That is case 1 and 2. I am deleting the break. If I omit the break statement, then automatically it executes all the other statements in the sequence. Whenever we omit the break statement, it automatically executes all the other case statements. Now let us see. So when I press F9 compile, and then when I press F10, it asks me the weekday number. So I am giving 1. Whenever I give 1, it should execute only Sunday. But I have not yet given break. So automatically it executes all the other statements also. See, students, whenever I enter one value, the case 1, number 1 is matched with only case 1. The number 1 is matched with case 1. But it is executing the Sunday, Monday and Tuesday also is executed. Why? Because we have left out the break statement for case 1 and 2. We have left out the break statement for case 1 and 2. So automatically, whenever the break statement is not given, so it executes all the other statements. Then why it is stopping up to Tuesday? Because the case 3 contains the break statement. So it stops up to case 3. So it stops up to case 3. For example, let us just remove the break statement for the another 2 statements. We are going to remove the break statement for another 2. For example, I am going to save up to Friday. For example, when I press F9, so the program is compiled. After that, when I press F10, now I am pressing the number 1. So first case is matched. Sunday alone should be executed, but it executes Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It stops up to Friday because the break is given in the case 6. It stops up to case number 6. Can you understand, students? Right. So this is what they have given. Enter weekday number. So when I enter the number 6, it shows Friday. Then the another output is given. Enter the weekday number 8. So they given us 8. Then it stops up default statement is executed. The default statement is executed because none of the case value is matched. So totally there are 7 days are there in a week, but we have given the input as 8, so it shows wrong output. That is wrong input, not wrong output, wrong input. Can you understand, students? So now from this program you might have understood that first day of the week is Sunday. Most of you are thinking that Monday is the first day. So I think you might have understood the switch statement. Switch statement is a multi-way branching statement. Switch statement contains case values. If the switch expression, that is we are passing the expression in the switch statement. If the expression matches with any case label, if the expression matches with the any case constant, then automatically the statement will be executed. That is, corresponding statement will be executed. And then we are going to terminate the switch statement. Right. Let's end the class. So thank you, students.